So, success overnight.
If you are looking for success overnight, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Sadie.
And I'm Homer.
Oh, thank you.
I almost forgot.
I just forgot. It's okay. And we are going to talk about success. And we talk about success in all our videos, actually.
Yeah.
But in this video, we're going to talk about success overnight and see if it's possible. If it's not possible,
You know, because
how long it's going to take?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people focus on people's successes. Often they see success overnight. Some, like somebody suddenly a new artist, a new actor, or a new entrepreneur, or somebody that suddenly
influencer, just getting viral.
Yeah, they're just like boom, success, and people think that success is achievable overnight, but is it?
So my working theory is first. Let me tell you. When we buy a book and talking about like people's life and how they're successful, whatever they done, the great things they done in their lives.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna buy a book about losing, like failures. Like I failed 100 times. Let's talk about that. Like once I did this and I failed, and then I did this. I mean, like some people, smart people might be interested in this topic, but to be honest, like majority are not gonna buy a book about failure.
That's true. Maybe you should do a book about failure.
Yeah, my fail.
That
like
could be a good book.
I was a failure. Yeah. So, as my mom say. So this is something that it made like it's kind of like we get the information filtered, so we see what we want to see. And to be honest, it's like social media. You're not gonna like. I don't look like this. I don't put this much makeup when I'm sleeping or I'm just
Nobody does.
So nobody's
I don't
wearing.
put this much makeup.
You don't have makeup. Yeah. So like even wearing things. So people take like the best pictures and they share it on social media. They take the nicest stuff. So they kind of like want to talk about when we're talking. If I want to talk about the failures, like the difficulty that I have. I mean, like some people might be interested to cry and listen to me, but many people are not. They just want to see how did you make it. If you made something, what is your achievement,
Like
and
fast forward.
And how did you do it? Go right to the point.
Yeah.
That's why kind of like there's this illusion of like it's possible to be successful overnight.
And that's interesting because I think that's part of the problem with people who struggle to find success or to achieve success is because they are so focused on their own system of interpretation, of skipping, of fast forwarding, of I just want to know how you did it so I can do it. And they forget that, so when they try it, they are trying the fast forward version. They're trying the quick and easy version. Or they're trying the version that they think is going to be an overnight success. And when it doesn't happen, they discover disappointment and they discover like, oh, this is all bullshit. It just didn't work.
It's not working. Yeah.
Oh,
man, I have like not thousands, like many of those comments on some of my video, like my Persian YouTube channel. And many people are very interested and they're trying. And then I saw actually, because when somebody's commenting you can click on their comment and then see the old comments from this person to YouTube channel. So I see their first comment like 2 months ago. I was like, you motivated me and I'm going to change my life. And then after 2 months, like, it's all bullshit. It's not going to work.
It didn't work.
But, I actually want to say something very interesting. You don't want to change very quickly. Because if you change very quickly, subconscious mind is going to sabotage that.
Oh.
Have you heard of stories of those people, like a homeless person, like poor people winning lotteries?
Yeah.
And then they bankrupt, went bankrupt after a year?
Yeah, they lose all the money.
You know what
is... Become millionaires and then suddenly gone.
You know why? Why is that?
They're not ready?
It's like that's a simple way to say it. So we have I love this. We have a story about our life, like what our subconscious believe who we are and how much we deserve money or all the things that who we are. This is me. I make this much money. That I'm worthy or I'm unworthy or whatever I believe about myself. So that kind of like this is my story. So subconscious mind is trying to protect this story. So if you want to go above that story, making more money than what subconscious mind believes it's your comfort zone, it's gonna sabotage that. There's a good a bright side of this thing is if you go so low and hit the rock bottom, they're like subconsciously, wow, 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 we deserve more. What's happening? So kind of like bring you up.
There's only one way to go from there.
So there
Up.
is this range. This is your
Yeah.
range. And if you go out by accident, like those people winning a lottery, subconscious mind is going to sabotage that. That's why changing slowly is
It's
kind of
good.
like helping you like trick the subconscious mind and doesn't understand that actually you're changing. It's like losing 100 pounds. Like there are like people with I don't know, some surgery, they lost a lot of weight in a
Well, that's true.
and
yeah.
then it came back all quickly because the subconscious mind wasn't ready with this new picture, new story.
That's so true. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. When a person goes through surgery who weighed, and we're not talking bad about these people, it happens. For example, somebody weighed 400 pounds. They went through surgery, and overnight, literally, because they went through surgery, their stomach got shrunk, and they could no longer eat the same amount that they normally would.
Some people, there were like this liposuction and a lot of things
Yeah,
that they
all
were
of those things, all of those
extracting the fat.
Yeah.
So
So
they're just gone.
They lost. So they were 400 pounds. They lost 299, whatever. Now they weigh 150. Right. For the first few months, they weigh that amount because all of the surgeries, their stomach got shrunk, but their mind is the same person that they were before the surgeries. They're still used to eating the way they used to eat before, the same amounts, and so gradually that stomach re-stretches and regrows into what it used to be. They refit into the person they were before, and then they regain the weight, and they're back to square one. And that's the bad part.
You know what is the interesting, because this what you're saying, something physically happens, and there is something mentally also. I remember this lady on TikTok, she lost a lot of like weight, like from 300 pounds going to 120, 30, and she says still with 120 pounds, whenever I go to store like buy shopping, I go to extra large section, and my brain still cannot understand that this is it is my new body. So the brain is still stuck to the previous picture. She was actually on this medication for weight loss, so she lost all that weight because she was insulin resistant and diabetes, so she got those injections and lost the weight, so that was helping her not to eat. But then on the other hand, the brain wasn't accepting this, so she was like, now I'm small, extra small, but then I go to the extra large section, and every time she says, sometimes I don't I just buy things. I came home, so she showed it to us in the video, and she wore this huge shirt, and she was like, I can't believe I bought this. I thought this is my size. I came home and it's like, why did I buy this? So brain cannot change, like adapt to the fast change. Subconscious cannot do that. So okay, it's okay. We say like it's gonna change finally, but many times you will see self-sabotage.
So it takes time for your brain to change and for your mind to catch up to your new
reality.
Yeah.
So what should we do is, I mean, like, if you are lucky to win lottery, I don't want to say like, oh, you're gonna lose it. There are ways to try to get fast as you can to believe that this is your new reality. But many times they lose a lot of money or most of it. But if you're not and you're trying to change, you need to know like changing slowly actually not a bad thing. That makes subconscious mind not be unaware of the change. So because subconscious mind consider change as a pain. Any new things is pain for subconscious mind. So you want to take me through pain or like any change? It's like, no, I don't want to do that. So when you slowly change, it doesn't understand. So when, for example, you want to start working out, like you go every day, like 3 days a week, just walking 1 hour and slow make it 4 days, and then it's like just a little bit running, maybe that kind of like subconscious doesn't realize that a huge change is happening, that actually collapsing, like my belief about like my story is collapsing. It doesn't think that way. It's like, oh, it's something small, like maybe like it's okay.
Wow.
So that's the thing. I know many people hate that they want to change fast, but sometimes it's possible. But to be honest, it's a good thing that we don't manifest everything in a midst, like a moment. Imagine you can whatever you think about it just appear. Like I remember in the movie, like A Secret, it was showing that, like, imagine you're thinking about the elephant, boom, there is an elephant in the room. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that what you want.
because what are you going to do with the elephant afterwards? It's going to be hungry or upset. And
Poop
where's
in
it
your
going to fit?
Poop in your bedroom. Yeah, you don't want
and
that.
if you really want an elephant, take your time to plan ahead and build a place for the elephant and have enough food, have enough water, have the licenses that you might need, the permits, and
learn how to clean the poops, because I guess they have huge poops anyways.
I can imagine.
That's my concern now. Anyway,
Huge poops.
So when you want to change any change, first understanding subconscious mind and how it works, and understanding the fact that subconscious mind doesn't want to change. So if you want to change and you don't want a big fight every day, somebody inside you trying to stop you, like with that voice in your head that tells you you cannot do this, this is not for you, you're not rich enough, you're not beautiful enough, you're not handsome, you're not, like that voice is subconscious trying you can't stop it. So you can like kind of fool your subconscious, like, I'm just gonna walk like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's not gonna be a big deal. So sure, sure. And then it starts like the change. And any change, even changing in your thoughts and your belief, that I know many of people that following us, they believe in this, that if you change your thoughts and if you change your beliefs, you can eventually change your life.
Yeah, of course.
But
it takes time.
It takes time. First, you create the new reality in your brain, that reality you want to have.
Yeah.
And then you stick to it, and you kind of like, one of my suggestions is to start putting details, like when you're visualizing your dream life, it's like you should see it, you should feel it, like touch it, you should smell what is going on there, and like all the senses. So it kind of like every day that picture is getting more clear and clear. And then one day you kind of like, where is that life? Where is that job I have? Your subconscious kind of like, that's a new story. So you change your subconscious in your brain. Your brain kind of like, because brain doesn't understand the difference between the picture and imagination or reality. So it was like, where is the life? Where every night we're seeing. That's the times many people are gonna hate that. It was like, oh, this is illusion and this is not real. But that's the time that you change the story in your brain. So subconscious is like, where is it? Let's find it. That's the time you're looking for opportunities. Yeah. And then if there is opportunity, which always there are opportunities and we don't see them because we don't believe they exist, then brain change, subconscious change, the story change, and then now subconscious want to change the outside world to match with the inside. So be patient.
Yeah, because if I'm understanding correctly, overnight success is not the best kind of success. Long-term success is best done properly over time and over you putting in the work. You putting in the work towards success is also putting in the change in your mind to be prepared for the new reality that you're building. Because overnight success, sure, sometimes does exist. People get lucky, the lotto, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But if you don't put in the work and you don't understand your new reality, your old reality is the reality you carry towards with your new success, and then these realities are like fighting each other, and usually your brain wins.
Always subconscious wins. You can't fight it.
So you end up going back to your old reality, and success overnight was brief.
Some people are gonna be like, I'm gonna keep it. Just give it to me. I remember somebody say that. It was like, is it like about overnight success? It was like, yeah, I had this overnight success. I tried 10 years, it didn't work, and then all of a sudden after one night, I was a millionaire. So that's a reality. Like they are trying many years, and then boom, that's overnight. For sure, it's overnight. But then tomorrow you're rich. But what happened in the past? Like it took you here, where you are and who you are. It's like, for me, even being here, it's like it took me 10 years. And I feel like to get where I want to be, at least it takes maybe 2 more years. And then still people sometimes tell me I'm lucky. I was like, you're lucky, you're lucky. And they don't know because they're not interested to hear about the story, what happened, how difficult it was, and how many times I fight myself to overcome myself. Yeah, that was it.
There's an interesting thing with in the acting world. It's kind of a rule of thumb, which I hate, but it's not up to me to, it is what it is. But the acting world, in my acting class, what they used to tell us is an actor, the rule of thumb is it takes 20 years to reach success as an actor. And I used to hate that because it's a long time, 20 fucking years to get to success. And I used to think like, man, that's a long time. And then one of our successful teachers, Dylan McDermott, he's a successful actor who was, he's also a board member of the school. He said, sometimes it takes 30 years. And I was like, no.
Punch him
I
in
was
the face.
like, no, 30 years.
I mean, it doesn't mean that in this 30 years you are going to be a loser.
Yeah.
That people kind of like, oh, it's going to take 10 years. You're going to be someone.
Yeah.
You're going to be achieving your goal. But it's like a mile.
Yeah, it's one step at a time.
Exactly. I mean, like, I'm sure
Growth.
the potential you have. It's like, for sure, each 5 years you can be a whole different person, right? Each 1 year,
Yeah.
maybe. So it means that the best, maybe possible actor, it will take 20 years.
Yeah.
But are, like, when you look at the actors, all of them, are they perfect, like, as 20 years old, like, experience? No, many of them are old, but, like, worked many years and they're not that great. They're all great actors.
Sure, yeah, a little bit of everything.
But not all of them. So
course.
it's okay, because in a
Yeah.
way we're gonna get, like, when I start change, like many people, like, on my other channel talking about, like, it's difficult, oh, it's gonna take a year, it's gonna take 2 years, but I kind of like, just to motivate them, guys, even after a month or 2 months, you start seeing changes.
Yeah.
It's not like wait till 5 years. You will start seeing the changes, like maybe in a
Along
few
the
days in your
way.
brain, after a few days, and then start changing your behavior. And it's like, wow, something is changing. And then slow, you know, outer reality is gonna change. Your income is gonna change. Your anything you want to change, it's gonna change. It's not gonna be overnight. But then the good thing is, after a month, you can see some result,
Yeah.
and a year more result. You need to buy, not to buy it. I'm just advertising all the books for free. You need to read the book. I mean, like, you can buy it. Compound Effect. This is talking about small changes
Uh-huh.
over time that makes
A big difference.
big difference.
Eventually.
Am I pronouncing it well? Compound Effect. Is
Compound effect.
yeah, Compound Effect, because I read it in Persian. Yeah, that's it. Read this book. That will help you to understand the
Yeah,
changes.
maybe
Like,
too.
you start like, yeah, you're buying a lot of books now.
Yeah, I didn't
Small
know.
changes daily in over a year make a huge difference. So that's it.
Yeah. So good to know.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave us comment if there's any topic that you want us to talk about.
Stop by, say hi, and yeah, stop by, say hi.
Bye.